In this video, I'm going to talk about how I do hybridizing or pollinating of roses. I'm sure there might be other ways as well. For this video, my rose is actually in a pot. I don't expect people to grow their roses in pots necessarily, so you can do this with roses in the ground. I have done this before, not necessarily with this particular rose, but I did get a seedling, but due to circumstances, did not survive beyond much past the first true leaf. So we'll see how this goes. The two roses involved are going to be Safrano as the seed parent and Father Hugo's rose as the pollen parent. So I'm just using Safrano here as the seed parent. So there's the petals. I'll remove the petals from it and showing just the anthers, which is the male part, and the stigmas, which is the female part. I've already, for Father Hugo's rose, I've already taken the anthers off a couple days ago, let the pollen be released from those anthers. And the next picture will be showing the flower, just the stigmas or the female parts. So here's just the flower with the stigmas and ready for the pollen. So I did put my finger in the pollen and I used it to kind of smish it into the stigmas. I've heard the argument of being gentle with it versus bees aren't gentle. I don't know which way is better, so you would experiment. Speaking of arguments, the reason I'm wearing a glove in this picture is because I've also heard of argument where if you get the oil from your fingers on the receptacle, which becomes the hip of the rose, there's a possibility that the oils will cause that to rot instead of ripen. So I was just avoiding that from happening. In this picture, I'm just showing what it looks like after I'm done. I do try to put as much as I can, possibly even some of the anthers in there as well. That's up to you. You also want to label the flower that you made the cross. That way you know that it's not just a dead head. And you can keep track of what it is. In this, I made a label with the mother parent first, then the pollen parent, and attach it to the rose. And you also could put the cross in like a spreadsheet, labeling it. You don't have to write the names if you have codes. I've seen people like use numbers and then in their spreadsheets say what those numbers represent. And it could take up to 3 to 4 months depending on what type of rose and where you are for the seed to ripen. You'll find out within probably 2 weeks to a month whether the cross even took. If the what becomes the hip, the receptacle, starts to swell and continues to swell, then this cross took. If it doesn't and it shrivels away or stays the same or even falls off, then that means the cross didn't take. And thank you for your time and have a good day.